Okay, here we are just after 6 on, or thereabouts, on the 4th of August 2018. Couldn't sleep, I guess. Couldn't sleep, so yep, I just decided to head down. Couldn't really see any reason not to be honest, but I planned on heading out early. Been a couple of days since I did walk 39. Guess I had my first injury, just a small splinter in my foot. So I just took it easy. Just basically back to poultice on it and do it that way. It does feel good to be back out. Also, I did a short walk for walk 39 after walk 38, which was quite a long walk. It was actually a good walk. It's actually nice to have company as well. It's quite a funny walk as well, and Nico's good company. Yes, we had quite a lot of good fun. We did have good fun on it, there's no two ways about it. It was, I mean, Nick's a friend. Both agreed that that's all it'll be. Men and women can be friends, and that's all it is. And as a result, it was a good fun walk. We did laugh a lot. At the moment, the ground is obviously quite moist, quite soft. Actually, the first time in a few days that I've been down here, so I suppose also the last couple of days I've had work commitments. Even today I've got work commitments, but it's meant to be about 13 degrees, but like whatever that means. At least it's not hard. I don't think I'm going to do the extended part of the walk. I think I'm just going to do the route that I normally take. But at the end of the day, I still have to get some stuff done, get my uniform, get bits and pieces ready for work. Do the whole single parent thing, make sure everything's in order before I go. So I might be looking at about a 30-minute video or something like that. Walk about a mile or two, mile and a bit. Again, it'd be about 2 months before back on annual leave where I was doing a lot of walking, by which time the start of October. So I guess it's a push for 50. So where are we? We're the 4th of October. So I did talk about these big targets. I don't know if it's even about targets anymore, it's just about getting out as often as what I can do. I will try and get out every day, even if it's only for 5 minutes. It's I suppose every walk means a lot. quite cold, which is good. It's also quite still. You can kind of see the big difference between walking through here and walking, say, somewhere like where I was walking a few days ago. Similar feel to this, actually. It was just a longer walk. And I think you do feel a big difference walking that bit longer because your foot, again, it's about foot tolerance. And you do see a big difference between walking in the two completely different places. Also, walking in Queensferry is different to work. I suppose where we were working was closer to the coast, so I don't know if that had an effect on moisture within the ground. So it was a lot softer. But as with all fields, they're always very stony. And obviously I'm trying to be the big brave man, so I'm not feeling anything, which obviously I didn't at the time. I probably feel it now, but added to that there was the splinter, but I think I was carrying that beforehand. I think being brutally honest, I think I got that here. And male pride kept me a wee bit of rain. I think male pride kept me going. Also, it's always nice to walk with someone else. Here we go. Yep. Just about. Yeah. Okay. Can really feel it sliding. Feels good though. Yeah, I'll just keep it simple this morning. Bearing in mind I've still got a wash to do, still got dishes to do, still got to get caffeinated. So, nonetheless, it's still walk 40, so another 10, and that's I reckon we can easily do another 10 this month, and well, don't know about easily, but we can definitely do another 10 this month. After that we can I suppose I've already done more than what If I'd known that I was going to be doing 40 back in February, I would have been shocked. But I mean, I know the other day I did have to push myself a bit, but I think it's worth it now. I think that this funny one's going to be coming up in the next. It's going to be interesting to see where I am by October. Also, it's having this first time that I've walked this in a few days, so you do feel it. It does feel different. It does look different. It feels slightly. It definitely feels so much better underfoot. Think about all those hard walks that I did where there was literally, where it was just hard ground. It's true what I said the other day though, once your feet get used to the cold, then you just kind of, it's not that bad. It's not bad at all in fact, but this is nothing to where it'll get. It'll be, I don't know if my foot tolerance is good enough for walking in the frost, but again it's another issue that I was talking about the other day where, well, myself and Anik were talking about, but I never got that part on camera. I wish I kind of had, but my phone was just about dying. However, what we were talking about was that we were kind of thinking that the more you do this, the easier it kind of gets, and your tolerance does build. Whether or not, to what degree it builds, I don't know. One way to find out. Do I think my feet will be strong enough to walk in the snow? Nope. That's a big no-no. I would love it to be, but nope. That's no. Can't see that happening. Can't see that ever happening, but you never say never. Again, as ever, it'd be nice to get the odd comment on these videos. Like I say, I've got no idea where this is going. I've got no idea of how far this goes. I still find it quite funny when I'm getting the odd dislike. That's fun. Likes and dislikes. I never got into this for anything. I just find it more funny than anything. You see all these videos about people I mean, I've read enough YouTube videos where people are getting pretty grim abuse. I mean, I'm like, and here's me leaving myself wide open to it. I just find it funny. If somebody was to give me abuse, I'd be like, yeah, well, you're the one watching it. But I suppose there is some of that can be quite. Online abuse is, it's an interesting subject because while everyone's got an opinion, they don't always have to share it. It's called having dignity and respect. But the one case I read How Star Wars Conquered the World by, I think it was Chris Smith. Great book, but very interesting. I respect whether or not you like the series or not. Even though I do think that Disney have completely trashed it. Although Lucas did a good enough job with the prequels. I guess Lucas did pretty much the same job with the Phantom Menace, but hey. Now it just feels like Star Wars has just been overly commercial. But point being is, years ago there was this kid who did this. He was just faffing about in school. He was just some Jedi kid, just faffing about with a stick and, you know, doing the whole Jedi thing. It was just, kid was a teenager, pretty guy, and in the pre-YouTube days, the poor guy got completely annihilated. I believe he's now a lawyer, but he went through all kinds of depression, got completely torn a new arsehole, and the poor kid's life was an absolute bloody misery. For what? Just because, like the rest of us, he was just some fanboy and wasn't actually doing anything. You've just got to turn on your arsehole just for being a kid. Couldn't work that one out, and I still can't. I mean, okay, I mean, the video got widely distributed. It was all on the online places that they had back then. I can't remember what they were. But there's a time and place. I mean, I know that people are going to wind other people up, and that's just life. I mean, okay, some of it can be hurtful. I think I've got pretty thick skin. And the worst thing about it is, if you're the person, you've always got to show more dignity. We've all had online arguments and so on, but the trick is, I mean, I'm as bad as anyone for spitting the dummy, and I have spat the dummy on a few occasions. But the point being, there's more than enough occasions where I've kept ahead and where I have actually maintained the moral high ground, more than what I should have done. But I think we've all been in that situation. I suppose it just comes down to the simple fact that if you don't like something, switch off. Okay, yeah, on my own private Facebook page, if I see something bad, I'll just say, yeah, that was a pile of crap, but I mean, basically there's no offence made. It's just, I see that Sky Justice League is doing the rounds on Sky this week, and it's something that, I mean, I suppose it all art, but this isn't art, this is just, okay, halfway point. Chain of thought, will be come back in a second. Okay, yep. Now, I suppose this isn't art, this is just some fat guy walking about a field. Simple as. I mean, instead of saying barefoot in the trail, it should be fat guy in the field. Or barefoot fat guy in the field, take your pick. So there really is, this isn't meant as anything. People can slag me off all they want. I mean, the dislikes of it are funny. I don't think there's anything to like or dislike. Anyway, yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, when it comes to big movies and so on, yeah, well, to be honest, I like more than I dislike. Justice League's on Sky, it was widely derided. That was another one that thought it was a pile of, I just didn't like it. I think everybody involved's done better. Even though I did quite like Catholic and Love by Night, and for all the people slagging that off, saying that it was, well, for whatever reason. But people forget that the book was quite fast-paced as well. And one of the characters in the book just seems to disappear the same way he does in the film. He doesn't get killed, he just disappears. To be honest, yeah, I'm a fan of the book. Okay, Affleck's maybe a wee bit too old for that character. Big fan of the book, fan of the series, fan of the writer. And yeah, I did like Live by Night. Okay, Affleck is Batman. Batman, well, doesn't do any worse than Val Kilmer. But yeah, I thought he was perfectly fine as Batman. I just never saw what the furore was. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of Justice League. I think Zack Snyder did far better with Watchmen. He did far better with, even though it got completely slagged off, even have a soft spot for Sucker Punch. I thought it was a very underrated movie. But then that's art. I mean, art is always there to be debated, it's openly subject. It's open to criticism. Fat guy in the field? Definitely not. It's just a fat guy in the field. Right, now the one thing that I will ask for comments about is, and the one thing that I do need to get comments about, because I've got no idea where I'm going with it, is I've soundtracked a few videos. Now, for this one, I have no idea what I'm going to soundtrack it with. I got away with the last one with Mogwai versus If You're Satan. The beauty of that track is it goes on forever. Bizarrely, the one that I did for Air, the one that I did with La Femme d'Argent, seems to have done quite well. Considered out of all the soundtracked videos, that was the one that we did the best. So I need ideas for for long tracks, which will kind of go with this. Nothing too fast, nothing too slow, but something about 10 to 15 minutes, or even something upwards about 8 minutes. But something long and catchy, and I'm kind of running out of ideas. I don't want to go down I don't like going down with the classics. I don't like going with tracks that everybody knows. Okay, La Femme d'Argent people obviously do, but because Moon Safari was a big album at that time. But I don't like going down the predictable route. I don't like going down, say, Stairway to Heaven at about 8 minutes. I'd sooner go with something slightly less longer, but something slightly shorter, but less well known. I know there's a track called Fucking Little Bastards by Arab Strap, which is quite melancholy, but the best of their stuff is. Belle and Sebastian are a bit too twee at times. And they're also can be quite upbeat. Although there is a couple of tracks I would consider. Loneliness of a Middle Distance Runner would be one. Obviously I do try to keep it Scottish, if possible. But basically I will try anything. I did think about using Popcorn by Gershon Kingsley. Has to be the Gershon Kingsley original. Not that I've got any disrespect to the faster Hot Butter version. I just think the Gershon Kingsley's version, if you're going to go with something like that, keep it original. I did think about going with one of Idlewild's tracks, Once in Our Lives. But again, that's only about 5 minutes. Don't know. Ideally, if I could and if I knew how, I would put in multiple tracks on the same walk, but again I don't. So, and I don't think you can do with a phone editor on this phone. And again, my laptop's kind of goosed, so however, what I might do is treat myself to another one if at Christmas. However, that's with luck about at least 50 walks away. So I don't know. basically, if anyone could comment and have any idea on it, that would be good. I think today I'm always tempted to go with Arab Strap just because I kind of like the melancholy and the fact that the guy's not a good singer. He's got a good voice, but he's got the right voice. Don't think Simon Cowell would somehow approve. Although fair play to that guy, he actually made a good point a while back where somebody was playing the national grounds and said, well, I'm half Scottish myself. So fair enough, nobody can play this has the national card. Might not like his music, the stuff that he produces, but almost feels slippery, but it's easier barefoot. Come on, nice. Okay. Guess this is the weekend that gets interest. Well, everything gets interest because the festival starts, and it's funny how for years I never used to go to anything, but when my daughter was younger I never used to. Now I think I might drag her along to something, but I'm sure she'll hate it. So be it. She's only got another couple of weeks of freedom before she goes back to the drudgery of school, so she's pretty good at it. I suppose school to a point gives the kids a form of routine, so she'll be bitching and moaning before we know it. Still quite funny though. I suppose kids look forward to school the way that we look forward to work. Better get used to it. The politics of the classroom don't change, just get older. I can just see a bus pulling in, as usual. Always seem to time it with the buses, God knows how, God knows. Okay, just coming to the end. Go to Fear Dirty. Yep, pretty caked. Oh well, grass will get rid of it. Trick is always to remain confident. Well, this has been fine because there's been nobody about. Apart from the bus, and no doubt, okay, a couple of people getting on. But you do feel better, in terms of mindfulness, you do feel better for having done this. And it has to be barefoot, you do feel closer and you do feel better and brighter for it. lucky just about finished.